Hello guys, welcome to another FU Money. Today the live stream, it's Saturday, so we have a lot of time today to discuss Bitcoin and other stuff. And I hope everyone is having a great weekend. And the chat is getting busy. And there is a few people already there, so I'm glad to see you all. And I hope the weekend has been great for you guys. Except Bitcoin is not breaking the 51,000 barrier today, I bet, but let's see how that goes. So let's see who is on the chat today. Magis, Serafin, and Javiera. Hello to Chile. And Firmino also. Let's put some messages on the screen right now. And the moderators are here. Tiago and Bichimoku, glad to see you. Glad to see Bichimoku on time on the stream. That's great to have you, man. I hope the weekend has been good for you. Good to you, not for you. And Umberto, hi to Ireland. Ireland here also. And Guts, I don't know where you are from, man. So let's see who else. Let's put some messages on the screen, and of course the first few minutes we will just wait for some more people to join as usual. I hope the background music is okay with you guys, maybe too low. Let's see. Maybe too high now, I don't know. So you guys tell me, it's just a bit... Should I put it a bit up or a bit down, the background music? You guys decide. You are the stars here on the stream, so... Chat, so who's here? Hey, Magis is here, as usual, OG of this channel already. And Serafin, I guess he's been very active commenting on the videos, but I guess it's the first time he's on the stream. And of course, Chile is present here today. Also, Javiera is with us, and I bet she has a lot of questions, and let's wait for it. Also, Firmino, I think it's the first time you're here, so if that's right, just tell us. But welcome to have you aboard. And who else is here? Of course, Tiago. Hello, man. How are you today? And Umberto, and let's see some more people. Guts is here. Hey Guts, you're really funny when you comment the videos, man. I guess you noticed already that it's I also answer you back in the same way, the same format. But it's glad to see you can write yo. At least you can use 2 letters. Have you guys seen the Guts comments on the videos? I guess he never wrote one single letter. All the comments he made, which make me smile every time. And of course, Bichimoku is here. I guess there's no football game today. And Ugu also here today. You are becoming an OG, man. You have been on several streams already, so that's good. Nice to see you back. Yeah, exactly. The usual guys are here, the usual gang. And I'm hoping that this channel just explodes someday and some more people start to come here, because it's not that I don't like you guys, but except for Javiera and Firmino today, I think all the rest of the gang has been here since the start. So let's try to share the streams with your friends and bring some more people in. We would like to have more people and make this fun, and also maybe change the format of the stream a bit. So let's see how that goes. I would like to have more people also live on video. So I am of course trying some contacts and trying to get people here, but it's not been easy, you know, guys, because small channels, it's never easy for smaller channels to get people live on the channel on live streams or even for recording interviews or any other stuff. So let's see how that goes. But okay, no problem. Can someone tell me if the background sound is okay, too loud, too quiet? Would you guys like the background music to be a bit louder or quieter? So let's see. Yeah, too much work to write a sentence, right? No Liverpool game today. That's good. That's why you're here, right? So I guess you like Liverpool more than you like our streams, man. Explode no please, but a long pump, yes. Yeah, we need to pump it. We need to pump this channel just like Bitcoin is pumping for the last few weeks. And yeah, I guess so, but it takes a long time, man. You can't imagine how long it took to get to 1,000 subs. It was months and months just recording for just a few guys there out there like you guys that have been here from the start, and I really appreciate that. So thank you all for being here. So let's see. Yeah, let me just see how the... I will just have a look at the sound. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good like this. You can hear it very quiet, and that's good. So, let's see, what have we planned for today? So the background music looks fine, and also Vichimoku sounds good for me, and yep, 5x5. Okay guys, let me just ask you something to make it easier for me to go back and forth with you know, with the questions. Every time you ask me a question, please use the @ symbol, like the email symbol, and my name after it, so that the question gets a yellow box with my name there, so I can distinguish just regular chat from questions. It's much easier for me just not having to scroll the entire list of messages on the chat. So precede all questions with @Hugo, and then complete the name with enter, because YouTube will put it there, and then I will get it like a mention of my name with a yellow box, and it's much easier to get the questions that way. So let's see. Hey Javiera, how are you? We were talking about you at the beginning of the stream, so I guess you can rewind later and just see it there. Yeah, regards from Chile. And let's see. I'll be evaluating and writing on gastronomy videos for IGCat, but I will be following the stream. Okay, no worries. Are you a chef, man? That's really good. I love food and I love to cook. So I'm always watching all the chefs programs on TV, and I love that, you know. So let's see. Hey everyone, hey Marco, how are you? We are about to start, so glad you're here, and welcome also to this live stream. So let's start. Let's do something before people start to leave. Okay, so what we have here. So let's just start by the beginning as usual. Let's go and start looking at some charts. And of course, guys, if you want, don't forget, if you want to ask me a question, just mention my name @Hugo at the beginning. Complete it with YouTube, you know, it will appear there, my name, complete Hugo Ramos. Just press enter, and that will be, I will be notified with a mention. So it's much easier to get the questions. So don't forget that, please. It's much easier for me instead of scrolling, you know, the entire chat list for questions. Okay, so let's see what have we here. So let's start with the price to time model, and let me just remove this for now. And we don't need the ticker for now. So let's see. Price to time model, weekly chart, as you guys know. It's really close. As you guys can see now, it's really close. So for you guys that are new here in this live stream, in the channel, FU Money channel, this blue candle pattern right here is the 2013 bull cycle, and where we had this mid-cycle big retracement of the price action. And the yellow candle pattern, this yellow candle pattern you see here, is the 2017 bull cycle. And of course, the green and red bars are the current cycle. So we have been ahead of time for a long time already. Almost since the halving, we have been ahead of time comparing to the 2017 cycle. Of course, this would not be normal behavior for a bull cycle to be ahead of previous bull cycles, especially if you consider that every time we have a new cycle, this will take longer, just a bit longer than the previous cycles to complete. So we were ahead of time for a long time, and now when we had that big correction, 56% correction here in May, we got behind of the 2017 cycle, so we are a bit late comparing to this one, the yellow one. However, the gap is decreasing. So as you guys can see, we have been going up for several weeks already, and the gap between the 2017 cycle and the 2021 cycle is now very small. So we are still on time. I believe that we can have maybe just a bit delayed top for this 2021 cycle, or even, who knows, 2022 cycle, because I will call it by the year where the top was achieved. So let's see how that goes. But for now, we have a smaller gap here between the 2021 and 2017. So it's catching up with the previous cycle, which is a good sign. It's a sign that we have been having the bulls in control and very strong movements since we got to the bottom around 28.8 here at this red candle. So we are now above. Of course, don't forget that this is, of course, a logarithmic chart. It's not linear. So the moving averages are a bit different from the other charts that I usually show here on the podcast. But right now we have the 20-period SMA going up already, pointing in a very good position up, and the 200 SMA also increasing the steepness of this path. So that's good. The RSI, of course, and keep in mind this is a weekly RSI according to the chart, had a little glitch when we corrected just during one entire week recently, and now it's continuing to the upside. So we are now abandoning the same level of the RSI as the mid-cycle 2013 when we had that 75% correction, and this is looking good. So regarding the price-to-time model, that's it. I don't have any more news for you guys except that we are closing the gaps and we are still on track to have a possible top around the same areas or periods that we were thinking about months ago. Actually, when I plotted this for the first time, this was 2020, the last quarter of 2020, and the first time I published this publicly. So when I presented this publicly was in the first month, so in January this year. So there's been a lot of time already, at least 9 months since I published the price-to-time model, and we are still on track to achieve a top around these time periods. So let's see how the total market cap is behaving right now. So we are now, as you guys can see here, we have crossed, at least for some time, the red rectangle of the Fibonacci retracement tool. And of course, you guys know that anything in the middle of these two colored bars, the green and the red bars, anything exactly on the middle or just a bit up from the middle or a bit down from the middle is the dump zone. And anything above the red is a good take profit opportunity. Anything below the green is a very good entry position for longs. So you guys know this already. We are now entering the red area. and that's very, very good. If you guys want to protect and risk manage some of your positions, I believe that very, very soon we could have a level where you can at least think about taking some profits from your positions just to secure some gains, to risk manage your positions also. And for some of you, of course, if you want to, if you believe that we are about to have a third range boundary around this level, then probably get out of some positions. I don't know how you manage your portfolios, but some people, of course, will prefer to get out of some positions that are closer to this price action, and some other people will prefer to take some profits to secure some gains and risk manage the positions they have. So that's up to you. I'm just informing that we are really, really close of a main decision point, and that is this could be a third range boundary and we could start to go down again from here, or the market could just completely go crazy like the 2017 bull cycle and break out of this area up and get to a new all-time high, taking Bitcoin and all the other shit coins, just dragging them up like crazy. So as we are coming to a crossroads, you should think what to do. You should have a plan A and a plan B. The plan A, of course, or the plan B, whatever you want to call it first, would be if we go up, what will I do? If we go down from here, because this could be a third range boundary, what will I do? And that's the main purpose, is to have a plan for each of the possibilities. So this is just to, give you guys a heads up on what's happening. Of course, we are reaching the top part of the resistance context, which is the gray box below the red box. As you guys can see it here much better. So this gray box just behind the red is the resistance context. Many times we just reverse the price action to the other direction when we get there, or if the market is really strong, we can break this big resistance here and continue to the upside. So it's up to you guys what to do. You should have a plan A and a plan B. Just keep that in mind. And that's my advice. Not financial advice, by the way, just a friendly advice about how the markets behave. Let's take a look now at the dominance. So this is Bitcoin dominance. It continues to go down. We are now at 41.3%. And as I said in my video yesterday, we have the possibility to come down, break the support context, and even come a bit lower than this box, the gray box, to the bottom of the trend channel. The trend channel, of course, being the red zigzag you guys see here and the green zigzag you guys see here. So this is a channel. Let me put it like this. You can see it better. You can see the channel, for example, here, the red zigzag and the green zigzag. This is usually where the price action moves. So in these boundaries of this trend channel. And of course, right now we still have the possibility of going to 37.6, which is the bottom of the trend channel. Also, there is a top around 58.9 or 59% that we can shoot to if the reversion, the dominance is reversed here around these support levels. So right now, I say that we can continue to go down because altcoins are getting a bit more territory than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not going up in such a speed as the other ones. So Bitcoin is going up much slower than the other coins, the main coins, of course. But we are close. We are very close to the bottom of the trend channel. So I would say that support is coming really strong in between the levels where we are right now, around 39.7 and 37.6. So let's see how that goes. But Bitcoin dominance is not so... I don't care so much about Bitcoin dominance, but let's see how that goes. The only thing I care about really is that Bitcoin continues to climb higher and go to new all-time highs. But As Tonevase likes to say, there's a lot of stupid people in this world, and this chart is the proof of that. So I will not say it in my own words, but I'm just repeating what Tonevase loves to say. This chart proves that there's a lot of stupid people in this world. So that's his phrase. Let's see how the dominance goes. Let's see who else is here. Or okay, I seem to have a question. Sorry, guys. Let's see the questions we have here on the chat. Mentions. So after reaching the resistance, red block, if there's a price adjustment, where can it go? Good question. So let's go back. I guess you are talking about the total market cap chart, which is the one just before that one. Okay, so these are the levels where we can retrace. So in case this is a third range boundary, and guys, there is one very important thing you guys have to know about this channel, about me, and about what you see here. I don't predict the future. I'm not like the exactly like predicted guy. I don't predict the future. I'm not saying that Bitcoin tomorrow will be at 60 or at 30. The only thing that you should get from here, the really important information is no one knows the future, and if someone tells you the future, they are lying, because they cannot say anything about the future. The only thing you can learn from here is that for every point on the chart, there are two ways, up or down. And what you have to learn from here, what you can get from this information is, what should I do if it goes up? What should I do if it goes down? And if you have a plan for every one of those two options or two possible outcomes, then that means that if one happens, you will make some money. If the other happens, you can also make some money. So that's the important thing. It's not about guessing the future. It's about knowing what to do if we go up or if we go down. So let's see, if we go down from here, where are the next support levels? And that's the question from Marco. So let me go get some lines here. And let's see. So from here, this is one of the support levels that we could go to in case of a bigger retracement. This one, which is 1.86 trillion, is a support level. It has been resistance here, and has been support here, and it has been support here, but it was broken to the downside, and then going up again was a bit of resistance and then support. So 1.86 trillion is a good line of support in case we have a third range boundary here and we retrace the market back down. But there is another very, very important level of support, which is here. Let's see exactly. So this one. Oh, this is the wrong one, sorry. I chose the wrong tool. So this is the one I want. And the other one is around here. The 1.7 trillion. So this is another important level of support. And this one is even stronger than the first one. And this was, of course, the first resistance when we were going up in the beginning of the year. Also, this was support and resistance around here when we broke out of this level. And this was a range. So this is almost 50% of that range. Then this was a very, very important support here. And then this was resistance 3 times here, here, and here. And again, support. So this one is also very, very strong. So we have 2 levels of support in case we come back down. So that would be plan B, because I would prefer plan A to be the breakout of the all-time high of the total market cap and continuation to the upside. In that case, if you have already long positions or spot positions in your hodl position, then you don't need to do anything except if you are a bit more experienced in the markets, you can buy a breakout and follow the trend, but that's for experienced traders, because there are lots of fake outs and, you know, people that got into the market for just a short time, they don't know exactly what to do when a fake out occurs. But if you are an experienced trader, you can trend follow a breakout if that happens above the 2.6 trillion, which was the mark around here when we had this all-time high. If we go back down, we have good levels of support here, 1.86 trillion, 1.7 trillion. So that's it. A few minutes already for Marco, but I guess it was a very good question. So let's see, of course, if we have any more. Wow, lots of mentions already. Is it too early to make any price predictions about the next bear market? Well, there's one thing I know. And looking at the chart here, I would say the following. Let's see if this chart is better. Yeah, probably this is better. Sorry, what happened here? Oh, okay. So 1 week chart. So I hope you guys can see it okay, but this is basically the long outlook of the Bitcoin price action. This here was the 2017 cycle, the top, and this here is where we are exactly now. So there's one thing I can answer this question. I'm pretty sure that we are not going below $65,000 in the next bear market. And why do I say that? I'm not pretty sure. I will never be 100% sure of anything about the future, as I said before. But looking at the chart, look what happened when we entered the bear market. And there's also another thing that I will show you on the price to time model just after this one. We went to $3,000, $3,300 here, and that was exactly above the previous resistance before the big top. This is the previous level of the price action, which was corrected a bit. So this was the resistance here, and then it started to go up like crazy to almost $20,000. And when we came back down, we did not go below that level around the something like 2,500, something like that. And we stayed above around 3,000.3 for the lowest level of the bear market. So usually Bitcoin moves in a way that when the bear market occurs, we never go below the previous resistance level before the top. So the previous top was here around $3,000 to 2,500, and we stayed above that level at 3.3. But there's another important thing. Let me just go back to the chart I had here before. I can also show you something here on the price to time model. If you guys see the red line here, this is the 200 simple moving average on a logarithmic chart. And if you guys see it, we almost never crossed below the 200 SMA on a logarithmic or linear chart. So this is the bear market after the 2013 cycle. The 200 SMA was the support for that price. Then we had the bear market post 2017 top of the cycle. Also just crossed a bit below. You can see it here. Just crossed a bit below the 200. So the 200 was really, really strong here supporting the price action. And then we had it again, but this was the exception because this really extended week here below the 200 SMA was the COVID announcement on the news. And of course, the markets crashed really, really hard. So this was an extraordinary event. But in normal conditions, the 200 SMA is always the SMA you want to look for the price action of the bear market. So here it is, it was support. Here it's perfect. You can see here, it was really, really perfect holding the price except for this little week also here. So this was really perfect supporting the price action. So I'm very confident I can say that the next bear market will not go below the 200 SMA, and also taking into consideration the what Willy Woo has been saying about the last cycle and stuff like that, which I tend to agree. I tend to agree that with time we will have less and less percentage difference from the top to the bear market low. So I tend to agree that we are not going below the 200 SMA, and probably we will never see 85% corrections anymore. Probably the corrections will be smaller and smaller and smaller with time. So every time you have a cycle, the corrections will be smaller. And so taking that into consideration, I think that we will not go below the $65,000 level, because this was the previous high before the top. And also that considering the 200 SMA also, it's a good way to see where the price could go for the bear market. And the other one is Willy Woo's theory that with time, you know, differences in percentage between tops and bottoms will be smaller and smaller and smaller. So that indicates lesser, you know, percentage of corrections from top to bottom on during the bear market. So I hope I answered your question. Let's see if we have more. So you guys are mentioning my name also for the questions, but not for the questions also. So let's see. Probability, I know, yeah, of course. And well, you're welcome. You're welcome. I hope I answered your question. Priceless info and answer. Thank you very much, Ugu, and thanks for the question. Also, Marco, that was a good question. So let's see what else is going on the chat. I don't have any more questions for now because no one is mentioning a question. Yep. So Bichimoku is asking also, or having a question here. 59-60K would be a good bear market bottom psychologically, because it's the 1 trillion market cap. Yeah, exactly. So I also forgot to mention that, and thank you for reminding me, because I completely forgot about that. Bichimoku, you are focused, man. You know all this. The 59 mark, 60,000 mark is, of course, the 1 trillion market cap for Bitcoin. And that's also a very important psychological, you know, mark inside your head. So everyone was looking for that. We already crossed the 1 trillion mark, but then we came back down with a 56% correction. But in any case, that's a very, very important level, psychological level for traders. And probably this will be very, very strong support. And also because there was a Wyckoff distribution around the $60,000 level, that makes that area very, very strong support as soon as we go above it and we break out of that area. So I believe that the next bear market will not go below $65,000 or $60,000, or maybe just a bit, but not very, very much lower than that. And for all the reasons I already explained. But I guess, yeah, anything can happen. So as I said before, no one knows the future. The only thing we can prepare for is to have a plan A and plan B. Plan A usually if the price action goes up, plan B if it goes down. And I'm sure that if you have a plan for each one of these options, you will make money either way. So don't worry about it. That's trading, that's not guessing the future. So let's see, any more questions here? As I often say, knowledge sharing is the elementary process for collective growth. Hugo Ramos is doing a good job. Thank you very much, Marco. Thank you. Of course, I'm doing this. You guys know I love to do this. It's not for any other reason, because no one gets rich on YouTube except if you are PewDiePie. And even then, I was looking at one of his videos just the other day just to remind myself why I never subscribed to that crap channel. Anyway, so let's see who else has any questions. Please, guys. Oh, by the way, let me just say that Magis, hey Magis, I hope you are there, and of course listening to the audio. You just got promoted today also as a moderator of this YouTube channel. So congrats, man. You have been here for a long time already, since probably one of the first videos. And I am trying to, of course, give something back and get you guys to help also. So thank you for being such a loyal follower. And Magis is also one of the moderators now. Congrats. So let's see, what else have we here? No, don't mention, man. I like people that are really stick to it, and it seems you enjoy the channel, so thank you for that, and thank you for all your support all this time. Okay, so let's see in the normal chat, not the questions one, what's going on here. There's a question here that was not mentioned, so Fernando, maybe you joined the stream later, so please, every time you ask a question, just use the @ symbol, the email symbol with my name in front of it, and then I will get notified that's a question, so thanks for that. On-chain analysis keeps showing strong or strange, I don't know. BTC shocking supply, but we can't even break 50k. Why? Well, because it's not yet there. The real shock supply, or supply shock, sorry, in English, correct English is supply shock. It's not yet there, but we had already this big move from the 28.8k to the almost 51,000. That was, of course, one of the first effects of the supply shock, but we need more. We need less coins on exchanges, and we need more people hodling, and we need Michael Saylor to buy some more coins also. And I bet that the supply shock will continue to make the price go higher. So it's happening. You have to zoom out. So if you zoom out and if you look at a chart like this, I'm going to use the daily chart. It's easier. This is your supply shock, man. All this is your supply shock. Of course, we need more. And we need more people to continue to buy, to have the price to go higher, and less coins on exchanges, and having the miners having to sell coins because exchanges will demand it to continue in business. So this yellow circle here shows your supply shock. But sometimes, when in doubt, zoom out. And you have to zoom out a bit and see the bigger picture to actually see that, okay, we are not going through the 51k, but that's not really serious. That's not so relevant. We have the supply shock making us go from 28 to 51. That's almost 50% growth. 28, 50, yeah, exactly. Almost 100%. Sorry, almost doubled the price. So 50% more, of course. So that's your supply shock, and we just need to break the resistance, because we are not going higher, because there are really a bunch of bears around the 51k, 50 to 51, 48 to 51, 51 to 52. There are a lot of bears selling their positions because they believe that this is just a dead cat bounce, or this is just, you know, the supply shock will not continue forever. So they want to make money going down, they want to short the market, and they are selling spot positions too. So that's why we have strong resistance here. We need more buyers, we need more bears to buy, to continue to buy, and that's why we haven't gone above 50k. I hope I answered your question there. So let's see. Yeah, okay. So let's see if we have any more questions. Why we can't break 50k if on-chain analysis keeps showing strong... Okay, so this is the same question. Sorry for that. You'll get there too, Javiera. And let's see, any more questions? No, not now. So let's continue. Let's go to the charts, and now let's see the MRI chart. And here it is. So let's start with the monthly chart, and let me just remove this for now. So the monthly chart, since we started a new month just a few days ago, today is the 4th of September. So 4 days ago we started a new month. This of course looks good. If in case this is not a third range boundary, which I would not like it to be, but in any case, let's see. So we are now on a green one of 9 count, as you guys can see here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it better, like this. So this candle now, the September candle, is now a green one of 9. It's very, very possible that we have a continuation to the upside, of course, for many more months, as we had here. We had many months of upside action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 continuous months of going up, and we are just now starting a new count on the MRI Indicator, so it's very, very possible that we can continue that. I just hope that when we get to the 56,000 level of resistance, which I mentioned a few videos ago, or the previous video, I can't remember, but if you watch them all, you will know what I'm talking about, of course. I just hope that in the MRI Indicator, the monthly chart is not a 1 to 4 candle correction. So there's still that probability that we could go to 56, which is the next big level of resistance before the all-time high, and actually we could have a third range boundary and retrace back down to find again new levels of support. So let's see if that doesn't happen. But the monthly chart looks good. Let's go to the weekly chart. And the weekly chart is something, it has been the chart I have been liking the most for several weeks already. Always very, very bullish. The RSI always bullish. The MACD now turning bullish for 3 weeks already. We have been bullish on the MACD, sorry. And we have the blue line above the orange, as you guys can see. But there is something I would like to discuss with you guys, and that is the thing I'm not liking so much. So one of them is, of course, the volume continues to decline. Let's see where that takes us. Also, we didn't correct enough here to have a stronger bounce to the upside again. This is another thing I don't really like. And you guys see that the momentum is losing some strength, and I will show you on the Pro Indicators framework what I mean by price action divergence, which is a bearish divergence here. So looking at the weekly chart, everything looks good. I hope that the moving averages don't cross. The 50 period, the yellow line on the screen, continues to go up. The 20 is now starting to go sideways. But if we don't continue the move to the upside soon, it's very, very possible that the green one, the 20 period SMA, will cross the yellow to the downside. I would not like to see that. That's a bearish sign in my opinion. So let's see how that goes. But for now, the strong support remains around 42,000, which is this white line I have here, which I will expand a bit. Sorry for that. Wrong tool again. Okay. I will just expand that a bit, and this is my big level of support around 42,000. I will leave it there just in case we have a bigger retracement to the downside. I know that this is probably where we will find support on Bitcoin's price action. And look at it, the 20 period SMA is also joining this white line right now, and as long as we continue to go sideways, of course this will be very, very strong support, supported by this level, because this was support already and resistance in previous times. This was resistance here, it was support here, and support here, and then resistance again before we just broke to the upside with a new candle. So the 42,000 plus the SMA, the 20 period SMA, will be a very, very good support. 42,000, don't forget, if we start to retrace back down, this will be a level to consider if you guys want to buy dips. So that's the weekly chart. Let's take a look at the daily chart. These are the same levels I was just explaining on the chart before. So this is the 42,000 and something, 42.3 thousand level. You guys can see this was already resistance here too, and resistance there. then it was kind of support in this on this candle, and we never got back down there since this one here, this low. So we have been having higher lows, which is good. It's a good indication that we might be about to break out of the 51,000. However, you should never forget that we can still go to 42. This is on the table, and you should know the levels. So don't forget plan A, plan B. What am I going to do if we break out of the 51? That's plan A. What am I going to do if we retrace back down to 42,000? That's plan B. So that's what you have to think about. I just give you the hints and the levels and the probabilities of what might happen. In this case, I believe that we are a bit above 50% on the breakout of the 51,000 level, just a bit below 50% going back down for a retracement. But one thing I want to show you guys, and I will move now to the Pro Indicators framework, is this. We have been having on the 4-hour chart, and I will show you that. I don't know what's happening here, but 4-hour chart. Okay, so what I wanted to show you guys is something which I consider it's very, very good indication that we might be losing some momentum on the bulls. Okay, so we started this leg up from here, and that's what I want to show you. I will use the trend lines tool, and that's, let's do it like that. I'm going to have the major points of retracement and start here, and then I will do another one from that major retracement point and to that one over there, and then I will make another one from that point over there to the next. And now I will make the last one. And this is something that Phil, sorry, that Phil, the French guy that created the Pro Indicators framework, teaches a lot. So this is a bearish divergence on the price action. When you have trend lines doing this, and then you start from the following point to the next one and creates an angle. You see the angle here, and there is another angle here, and there is another one here. Every time the trend line moves a bit and creates this angle, this is a bearish divergence on the price. And of course, this shows that the bulls are losing momentum for now. So there are not so many buyers as we had here at the start. And the steepness of the lines also indicates the momentum going down. So as you guys see here, we had a very, very steep inclination for this trend line, then not so steep, then less steeper and less steeper. And as this continues, the most probable price action option will be to have a retracement, come back down before getting new momentum for the bulls. So this is something I wanted to show you guys. I never done this on the channel, but this is very important to have into consideration when you start to see some decreasing momentum for the bull action of the price. And of course, this is important for you guys to keep in your minds that nothing goes up forever, and sometimes we need to come back down to regain or regroup the troops and to continue going up with a stronger momentum. So this is really important. This is something I never showed because it wasn't never so clear to see it on the charts like this is now. But I think this was the right moment to share it with you guys. So this is what makes me believe that we might be close to a retracement before we go back to break the 51. Or I could be wrong and the bulls could make me wrong and just start to buy like crazy during this weekend and we break the 51,000 really, really soon. In either case, if you have plan A and plan B, you are safe. So there are no problems there. You just have to follow the plan that you have for yourself according to what you decide for your portfolio and your risk management. So I just show you what's happening on the charts. Like I give you an interpretation of what's happening on the charts, and then you decide what plan A and B are according to your own needs and your own thoughts. So that's it. This is a price action bearish divergence. Of course, this indicates that the momentum is losing some strength, but it doesn't mean that I still believe that we can break the 51,000 really, in the short term. But you should also consider that it's still on the table that we have a retracement, a possible retracement to lower levels, in which case I already showed you on my previous videos. I will show you again. This here, this green rectangle, this is my really good speculation area. That's for me. This is what I mark on the charts for myself. And this is from $42,000 to $43,000 levels. And this is a very good area. If we retrace back down, this is where I will go long again in the market. Of course, if I see that we are getting really close to this level, and for example, we might be stopped by this point here, this support line, which is not so strong as the 42, 43, but it might hold the price there before going up. Of course, I can move this area a bit up and buy there or go long, but in any case, this is my intended plan B. So you guys see here, this green box represents my plan B. If we come back down, this is where I go long or buy more, stack more sats with spot positions. My plan A, of course, since I have already many positions in Bitcoin, is to just ride the wave and continue to the upside. So I have a plan A and a plan B. I'm not planning to short the market because, the probabilities are very close. I would say 45% that we might go up or down. So in a bull market like this, which I believe we are still in a bull market, I would never short the market because the probability of getting wrecked is very high. So I will not short the market, but I have a plan B, which is to stack more sats around 42, 43 or a bit higher if that's the case. Wow, man. I just got my first super chat on this channel. Okay, let's see here. So that's the first time I see a super chat on the graphics part, and it makes this rectangle, this orange rectangle around the screen. Thank you very much, Bichimoku. This is the first super chat I get, and you can be sure that I will have a nice beer with those €5 you donated. And of course, when I visit Lisbon again, I will buy you a drink for sure. And I want to meet you personally, as I said before. So thank you very much for the super chat. It's a moment to celebrate because it's the first time I get a super chat on my channel. So thank you very much. So let's see who else. Plan A or plan B is buy or buy. That's a very good one too. That's a good phrase, man. I should tweet that phrase if you don't mind. I don't know your Twitter or if you follow me on Twitter, but if you do, I will mention you, of course. When could this retracement happen? Well, that's trying to guess the future. As I said, I can only predict that the conditions are there, as you guys can see here, for a retracement to occur with some probability or relevance that you should consider it. In this case, this is a bearish divergence on the 4 hours, so it's not so important as if this was the bearish divergence on the daily chart or weekly chart. But even if you consider the weekly chart, you can see that, this movement up is starting to round on the top. But in any case, I can only see that the probability of a retracement is there. I just don't know when this might happen. It might not even happen. We don't know. What's important, Javier, what's important in this channel is that you don't try to guess the future because no one can tell you the future. And if you follow someone else that tells you that we will retrace tomorrow or in 2 days, that's a lie because no one knows. The important thing is that you learn how to have a plan A and a plan B for every kind of situation that the charts will tell you that might occur. So that's the important thing. If you have a plan for each one of them, you will not lose money and probably you will make more money. So let's see. Nice explanation. Thank you, Marco. And Bichimoku, try to do that, but gives me an error. You try to do what, Tiago? Sorry, I don't know. Two questions. Do you think that economic policy like crazy QE by the Fed, inflation and other things could have an impact on BTC price this year? I believe it's already having an impact of price of BTC this year, and also gold, by the way. I believe that gold is also going up because of QE and because of the inflation. By the way, one of the things on the ticker is the phrase by, let me just put the ticker back on. I completely forgot. One of the phrases, one of the most infamous phrases that I've heard this year is the one that you will see there, quote of the day or something like that on the ticker. And this is by Jerome Powell. I believe that the QE and the inflation are already affecting the price, and not just the price of Bitcoin, but also gold. And most important, also the S&P 500. I believe that this is not an organic move up anymore. This is synthetic. This is because the market is flooded with dollars and everyone is buying the S&P just to invest the money. So that's why the S&P continues to go up like crazy since March 2020. We never had a big retracement. So of course the QE and the inflation are affecting the prices, not just Bitcoin price, but also many other markets. Yes, the answer to your question is that do you think that economic was like crazy inflation and other things could have an impact on BTC price this year? Yeah, so that's it. But you said two questions. Where's the second one? Let's see if I missed the other one. Maybe that's the second one. Oh, yeah. Do you think that the Fed will raise interest rates this month or start tapering? I don't believe they will raise interest yet, at least so soon. Let's see what happens by the end of the year, but I don't believe they are going to do it this month. So that would be very, very bad. You know, they just said they will continue. I don't know if you watched the live stream. I streamed Jerome Powell live when he was giving the speech just a few days ago, and he said that everything looks good, inflation is transitory, and all that bullshit crap that he likes to, you know, say all the time. But I don't believe they will take any measures soon because they believe that everything is going in the right direction. So let's see. So any more? Let's see if I have any more questions. The super chat. Wow, I don't know what's happening. If you get an error, maybe it's something to do with your YouTube account or Google account. I don't know. Maybe you don't have any. Probably you need to, I don't know, use your or register your credit card with YouTube. I don't know how that goes. Question from Javiera. What do you think? Hola, Javiera, by the way. What do you think about setting a stop loss? In my case is 44 and I'll buy again in 43. I would buy more BTC and make more profit because I know price is going higher. So I guess this is kind of the question you asked me on Telegram, on the Telegram group. And as I said, it doesn't make, in my opinion, for two reasons, I would not do that for myself. First one, selling at 44 to buy at 43 does not make such a big profit or a big difference in profit. Second, we are on a bull market. And for the same reason, I don't short a bull market. It's almost the same kind of reason why you should not sell at 44 to buy at 43, because you are in risk of losing a big pump to the upside just because of that. So imagine you sell it and then you fall asleep for 1 or 2 hours. In the meantime, it pumps like $5,000. You lost your investment. So it's a bigger risk because it's a bull market right now. This is a bull market, it's not a bear market. And for the same reasons, you don't short a bull market, you also don't sell if you believe that it's just because you want to buy it $1,000 lower. It's not a justifiable number to take that risk. So that's what I would think for myself if I was thinking like that. Let's see. We'll try and keep in beer money for the week. Thank you, guys. Actually, I'm very happy, and thank you very much, Bichimoku, that you sent me the super chat. It's the first time I get a super chat ever, so it's a very good sign for the channel. Thank you, guys. If you want to support the channel, of course, not just beer, but if you want to support the channel, you can, you know, send some super chats, and I will really appreciate that. Okay, so let's see. Any more questions? You guys are mentioning my name all the time, even when this is not a question, but I'm not mad at you. Don't worry. So we've been already streaming for an hour, more than an hour, but I will just finish the other charts and then we can go back to the chat and see what's happening there. So let's see. DXY, and this is a chart that I really like right now because the dollar is going down. So let's zoom in and see what's happening. Let me just remove the ticker here because it's a bit distracting when you analyze charts. And here it is. So for 2 weeks, 2 consecutive weeks, the dollar has been going down. That's very, very good in my opinion. I would love the dollar to cross below this orange rectangle. You guys know I've been waiting for that. Remember, this every candle here is a week. This every candle is 1 week. And I've been waiting for that since here. Since December 2020, I've been waiting and waiting for the dollar to go down and break the support at 89 on the Dixie. So imagine my happiness when this happens and the dollar breaks down this support and goes below 89. That will be amazing, and I will celebrate for sure with the beer. So, so this is just you know, a feeling. I have this feeling that this will happen. It will not take the same amount of time that it took to get here to break below this. So I will just patiently wait and see the dollar commit suicide at the hands of the Fed and many others that try to control it. So let's see how that goes. So let's see what more charts do we have here. Gold. So gold is doing nothing, just as I said yesterday. Javier was really laughing about that segment of the video. Bitcoin is going up, the dollar is going down, and gold is doing nothing. And that's actually true. Gold has done nothing since yesterday. It's still at the same crappy level that it was. At least it went above the trend line. So we have gold now above the trend line again after this drop that we had, the flash drop here. And gold is now trying to break above the 50-period SMA on the weekly chart. So, but it has been, it's you know, snails actually go faster than gold. They move faster than gold. So we will have to wait a long time to see gold do something, unless some really crazy guy buys $1 billion and then it moves like crazy. But for now, it's above the trend line, so it's a good sign. I continue to be bullish gold. I believe that because of the Fed policies, that gold will continue to go up slowly, but up. And Bitcoin also going up because of that, with the help of the Fed. S&P continues to go up too. So I explained this already in the stream, and because, you know, Fed policies and inflation, which they say it's just transitory, and we are, you know, overlooking the situation and stuff like that. But however, in my opinion, this is not organic anymore. The S&P continues to go up, and this is not organic. This is too much money created by the Fed. So that's why, in my opinion, the S&P is going up like crazy. And the last chart, let's see, this is the bigger outlook for Bitcoin. You guys see here that the MACD on the daily is now turning back up again, the blue line. So we might be, this is what I was saying before, we cannot guess the future, but we can at least have an idea of what might happen in the short term. So the fact that I have this blue line now going sideways and the orange line coming back down, it means they are going to cross really soon, and that might trigger the breakout of the 51,000. But let's see, I cannot say this will happen on the 6th of September by 2 p.m. That's impossible. I cannot say it. No one can. I can just maybe look at the chart and say we might be very close to breaking out of the 51% resistance. However, there's also the possibility we go down for another retracement. So don't forget plan A, plan B. That's really important. Okay, let's see how this is going by zooming a bit in and making this more vertical. So here we are again trying for the second time. So we tried one already here. This is the second attempt to break the 51,000. We are still not being able to do it. And these are the levels to look for. 46.5 is a very, very important support level because it has supported the price already twice and has been resistance at least twice also. So 46.5 is a very good support level if we go back down again. And also the 44,000, as you guys can see here, it has been support there, there, and there. So 44,000 is a very important level of support. Let's see what happens. And of course, the 42 is the strongest one. Accumulation area, resistance, 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 and resistance, which was broken here in February. So this one is very, very strong. The green box here is very strong, but this is just a level of support. Don't be confused with the other green box I had on the Pro Indicators framework. That was my speculation area, which goes from 42 to 43. So it's the area in between the green box and halfway to this white line here. Okay, that's my speculation area. If we get back down, that's where I would start to buy. Otherwise, if we don't go to 42,000, I will have positions at 44 and 46.5. So I will DCA if we start to go back down. So my plan B, of course, not just the speculation area or the speculative area around 42, 43, but also to DCA if we go to 46.5 or 44. That's my plan B. Not to mix up with plan B from the Netherlands. That's a great guy, great analyst, but that's a different plan B. Okay, guys. So let's see. Any more questions? Oh, I have another super chat. Wow, today is my lucky day. So who sent me the super chat? Let's see here. Hey man, really, you already helped me so much with everything and being a moderator, and I just have to thank you, Tiago. Thanks for all the great content. Don't get drunk. Thank you very much, man, for the 5 euros, and I really appreciate that. It's my second super chat, if I'm not mistaken. No one sent any more. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and of course, when we get together in person someday, the beers will be on me, so don't worry about that. I just want you guys to be really well informed, and that's the purpose of me being here. So let's see, any more questions? Super chats, yeah, so I had two, yeah. I forgot, I never got any super chats, so I even forgot I have a special window on my graphics software for the channel, just where the super chats appear, so I never went, it's the first time I go there, I never seen it. Okay, mentions. Let's see, any more questions here? And I'm really sorry if I just jumped any questions. If you think that I didn't see your question, resend it or something, and I will get it for sure. Have you watched the recent Dr. Jordan Peterson podcast episode titled Bitcoin, the Future of Money? If not, it's worth a watch. Is that the one? Is that the one where you also have that guy Breedlove? So this Dr. Jordan Peterson is he a book writer? And this is the episode where Breedlove goes there. If that's the case, I've seen that video. It's very, very good. Although, you know, it's him and Breedlove and 3 more guys, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a very, very good video, by the way. So if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it. Also, that's a very good advice by Bichimoku. And it's a very good video. You guys should watch it. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So that's the episode I've watched. Actually, I've watched that video because Bichimoku posted it on the Telegram group, which, by the way, I will now put on screen. But just before that, Bichimoku published that video on the Telegram group, and I was really happy to follow that lead and go watch the video. It was a very good one, and thank you for that. So now, before anything else, guys, let me just announce here. So now on screen you have the URL to join the Telegram group for the FU Money channel podcast, or podcast/channel. Just write that on your browser. You will go to a page with a button, click the button, you will automatically join the Telegram group and discuss with us anything Bitcoin and markets and stuff like that. And we are there. I'm not there 24 hours a day because I still have to sleep and sometimes stream my podcast and record some videos during the week. But I will be there many, many times, and you will be able to interact with me directly and ask questions also if I'm not addressing them or I did not address them before on the stream or the videos I recorded. So please join the Telegram group, and I hope you like it. It's a really nice group of people there, and you can discuss anything Bitcoin and related to that, things of that nature. Okay, let's see. Any more questions? Because I've gone through all the charts and any more questions from you guys? Did I publish chat? Why is Bitcoin in the upper band or on pro indicators? Don't you think the gray bands should adjust upwards? Well, yeah, that's a good question, but I will explain. The gray boxes update. They actually update. So you see here, when we had the reversal of the price action, now I was looking so stupid looking at myself. I was pointing at the screen so that you guys could see it. Get it? Instead of using my mouth, my mouse here, I was using the pen pointing at the screen. So just look how crazy I am already. Okay, so see here when we had this last price action going down, then it went up. So what happens is the trend channel updates faster because it corresponds to the context channel of the lower time frames. So this is the 4-hour chart. The trend channel actually is the context of the 1-hour chart. If I go to the 1-hour chart, you will see that the price action is ranging exactly from top to bottom of the context channel, which is the gray boxes that go along the price action. So the gray boxes on the 1-hour chart actually are the trend channel on the 4-hour chart. And then you have the gray boxes again on the 4-hour chart, which will be the trend channel on the daily chart. So right now, as we are in a very bullish move, of course the gray boxes are updating, they are going up, but they cannot keep up with the price action. So that indicates that we are in a very bullish momentum, except that the momentum is losing strength because of the bearish divergence that I identified here with these green trend lines. So right now, it's possible that we have a retracement to about 50% of the context channel on the 4-hour, which would take us to the 42,000 level or 43,000 level, which corresponds to the green box here on the chart. So let me just put it full screen so you can see. So the most probable thing to happen, let me rephrase that. The context channel is where the price usually moves inside, and the trend channel corresponds to the context channel of the lower time frame. So if you break the support of the trend channel here, that means that you went below the support context of the 1 hour chart, and then anything is possible, and you can, of course, being the lowest of the lowest points that you could go, 35,000 right now on the 4 hour chart. That doesn't mean that we are going to 35,000, because I believe that 42,000 is really, really strong right now. So what I believe could happen is, if we are rejected around 51,000 and we go back down, that's plan B. This is the area I believe that the price could reverse to the upside again. Somewhere between 42 and 43. Of course, we might go down and not even get to those levels. And in that case, I am DCAing around 46.5 and 44,000. So this is my plan B, as I described before. But the gray boxes, they update, of course, but they are just a bit more laggy than the price action. So that's why you see a big difference here when we actually retraced with such a strength that the boxes, when they update like that and they leave a gap between the boxes, that means really strong momentum. And then it continues to go up, but not as strong as the reversal point which occurred before and is demonstrated just some time after here. So I hope I answered your question, but for more information you should visit the proindicators.com site, where Phil explains everything about the indicator, and you have a PDF which is free. You can download the free PDF. It's about 50 pages already of, it's like a manual on how to use the Pro Indicators framework, and everything is explained there, how the boxes work, how they are updated, and what frequency and all that. So you can just go to I think it's pro-indicators.com if I'm not mistaken, but you can read it on the comments on this video below, and you can just click the link and go to the site, and you have somewhere you will find the PDF on the Pro Indicator page, and you can read about it. But the gray boxes update, of course, they are always being updated with a predetermined frequency. Any more questions? Thanks for the analysis. No worries. That's why I'm here. Hey, Ricardo. Welcome. I haven't seen you before on the stream, so I hope you watched it from the beginning. Did I publish that on the Telegram group? I don't think so. Yes, you did. Actually, you did, because that's how I found out about this video some time ago. So if you go look your history on the Telegram group, or, well, I can't be precise if this was on the Telegram group or directly to me on a private message, but I'm sure that you sent it on Telegram, but most probably on the group, in the group. So that's why I knew about this video and went to watch it. I can even tell you that this was on a Sunday. I was not even recording or live streaming anything on that day. I was just relaxing as usual for, well, that's what I do on Sundays. And you sent the message on Telegram and I was watching that video. What about ADA? Oh, come on, man. Oh, my opinion on ADA. No, I believe that people, the FOMO around ADA is so crazy right now, and everyone crazy about Charles and his horses and his scams and all that, that I believe that ADA will continue to go up even after of course, it's possible that exactly after the 9th of September, it's possible that you see a little retracement there, possibly a big dump also, but I believe it will continue to go up. That dump might be the people that are just waiting for the smart contracts or whatever they are going to introduce there, some other scammy feature. But I guess it's probable you see a dump, or probably not such a big one, but it's probable that the price will go down just after the announcement, or after this gets to the blockchain and starts to work. And then it continues to go up later. But I believe that the FOMO around ADA is very, very big. People are getting crazy about that. I don't know why. I just sold all my ADA recently, just a few days ago. For Bitcoin, of course, the most secure and most reliable asset, crypto asset. So, but I believe that, yeah, you can see probably a retracement on ADA around that date. But I believe it will continue to go up a bit more. So let's see. What do you think of XPR? Maybe you meant XRP. I hope that's XRP. If you meant Ripple, so if you are talking about Ripple, I don't know any other XPR or something like that. So I just know XRP, Ripple. Yeah, XRP. Now I'm confused. Yeah, that's it. If you are talking about Ripple, that's the, after the US dollar and the Fed, that's the biggest scam that you have in the world. No, I will put it in third place, by the way. I think I tweeted something like this a few days ago, just ordering the scams by relevance. And the most important one was the USD and the Fed. The second one, if I'm not mistaken, was the stable coins. And third was XRP. If I'm not mistaken right now, I can't remember exactly the message, but it's on my Twitter. If you go just a few days back, and you'll see it there. Probably, man. Maybe I was drunk and forgot I published it. Yeah, of course, but you did. So this was, I'm sure this was a Sunday, because I remember I was relaxing on the couch, just watching some YouTube videos and probably the Orange Peel podcast, which I do every Sunday. And I got the message on Telegram, and I went to see it, and then I clicked on that message and started to watch the video too. It was a very good video, by the way. I really enjoyed it. I did not know that guy, Dr. Peterson, if I remember it correctly. So I did not know that guy, but now I do, and yeah. Yeah, so you were talking about XRP, right? So, as you guys know, XRP is a centralized shitcoin. It's created by a company. It's not even a group of people. Just like, for example, you know, ADA is a group of people led by Charles Hoskinson. So, Ethereum is a group of people. They created a foundation, but still they have a leader. So it's centralized, and that's Vitalik. And XRP is even worse than that, because it's a company printing fake money. That's what Ripple is. Centralized shitcoin, even worse, because it's created by a company, is of course unregistered security. So it's illegal, and I hope that the SEC just bans Ripple forever, and Tether and all those stable coins, which are really scammy also. You guys know my opinion. You guys know my opinion already. So, US dollar, you know, the biggest scam in the world. Stable coins, Ripple, all the rest. Of course, Bitcoin not being on that list. Hey, Miguel, I don't remember also having you on the stream before, but if this is the first time you're here, be very welcome. Thank you for being here. I will not, of course, but anyway, the Portuguese people understand what you said. What is that? I can't remember ever talking about BPro, but anyway, I don't really know what this is. I can check it later, but for this stream, I don't know what that is. Sorry. I have, but there's nothing really so different from what I've seen before. As you guys know, the on-chain analysis doesn't change so much every day. You need a lot of time to be able to see or spot some different signals there. So that's why I have not been talking about it. But of course, I also follow Will Clemente on Twitter and Willy Woo. They are two of the best on-chain analysts there, and I'm always focused on what they write on Twitter, and if I find something relevant, I will also check it myself, and of course, talk about it on the videos or the live streams. So don't worry. What I really know is that Will Clemente recently said and published a chart saying that the supply shock will continue, and that Coinbase, one of the examples was Coinbase, was almost depleted of coins. So that was, of course, one of the reasons we had this big run up. But this was recent, so I guess it will reflect sometime later, probably when we break the 51,000 resistance once and for all, not just having a fake out, but really going up. So probably that will reflect by then. But right now I know that there's a shortage of coins on exchanges, and probably they are trying to do some deals with miners to get some more. So I'm not aware of that, of course. This is just speculation, but the Twitter by Will Clemente is real, and he showed that the coins are getting very, very low on exchanges. So that's one of the things that you should keep in mind also. So guys, I've been streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes already. We have to wrap up soon, but I really enjoyed having you guys here. Let's see if any more questions. Thanks, Hugo. We met from Hard. Oh, Hard for Cafe. Okay. Oh, yeah. Your name was not... your name was telling me something. Exactly. So I remember that. So thank you for being here on the stream, and I really appreciate that. And who else is saying anything? I asked, do you think of Monero? Well, Monero, I think we discussed this already, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that, somewhere, maybe on also Facebook group or something. Okay, from all the coins that exist, I consider you guys know already my opinion. Maybe for some people it's a bit harsh, but I consider there is no crypto world, and there is no crypto, there is Bitcoin and shitcoins. But if you consider that as my opinion, from all the shitcoins, Monero is probably the one which is less shitty. At least you can mine it, you can have a full node, it was not pre-mined, and the goals of the project, I hate this word project, but when people say project, I always remember, shitcoins, really, really shitty coins. But anyway, from all the shitcoins, this is probably the one less shitty and with the most honorable goals, which is privacy. Still, this is nothing that Bitcoin will not be able to do in the future. So I believe that Monero will lose its, the features that make it really interesting. But in any case, I believe that this, of all shitcoins, is probably the less shitty one and with the most noble goals. And also because you can have a full node. I had a full node of Monero a few years ago. And you can mine it. I also mined Monero with some GPUs in the past. And so it's not such a big scam as others that were pre-mined, that can be printed by anyone just at will, or that have centralization like Ethereum completely centralized, or like Ripple completely centralized, or ADA completely centralized. So at least Monero is not like that. It's a bit different, but I don't see Monero market cap going to really extreme levels, because sooner or later, with all the new implementations in Bitcoin and stuff like that will come in the future, I see that Monero will lose, people will lose interest in Monero because of the privacy features, which Bitcoin will implement anyway, because it's not so hard to implement privacy features on Bitcoin. And you see that one is already coming in November, if I'm not mistaken. It will start to be used on the blockchain in November, which is Taproot. It's not, of course, it's not exactly the same thing as Monero, the kind of privacy, but it's going on the same direction. So it's nothing that can't be done in the future. And I believe it can, and I believe Bitcoin can implement more privacy features, and then Monero will just be irrelevant. So, but that's my opinion. Will's recent interview on Pump was quite good. Was just uploaded. Yeah, I was about to go and see it, just watch it after this live stream. I want to see that interview with Will Clemente. Maybe someday I will be able to bring him here also on the channel and have him interviewed by me on the live stream, during the live stream. But, you know, I need a few more subs for that, so... just go there and spread the word, guys. Just, you know, share it with your friends and bring them and invite them to the Telegram group and, you know, just do something. If you want some bigger people to come here, I need to have more subs, or they just don't care about me or the channel. So, no more questions. Thank you for the great show and info. Plan A or Plan B is to buy. How buy low to higher grounds? Yeah, exactly. If we go to 42, don't forget to buy. And if you go to sleep, just leave. You know, if you use TradingView, you can set up an alarm. The price will go there, and it will wake you up for you to buy more sats. Thanks a lot. And the last shitcoin is a beginning. The last shitcoin, it's a beginning. Yeah. I have different levels of shitty for all the shitcoins, and Monero is probably number one on the top of the less shitty coins out there that are not Bitcoin. So I guess, yeah, is Fluffy Pony still in jail? I don't know. I guess the guy is filthy rich, so I don't know what he's doing in jail. I bet he paid $1 million. What's the name of that? Bond or something that you have to pay to not go to a wait trial in you know, not being in jail or something. So I guess he is able to pay that. And besides, it was such a stupid case. They accused him of some fraud involving like $50,000 or something like that. Really, nothing really big. And then because he was, I guess, too proud to just try to reach an agreement with the guys, they put him in court, and that's what happened. But in any case, I guess he's not in jail anymore. I bet his lawyer was able to pay some kind of bond or something just to get him out of there and wait for the trial. But I guess they will just reach an agreement. That's really stupid to go to trial because of, you know, not such a big amount. In any case, let's see. I have the same opinion as you, but with a difference. Usability, even for a short time. Man, there's nothing more with more usability than Bitcoin. I don't really understand why you need Monero to have a usable coin. You can use Bitcoin for anything. In fact, there are more places accepting Bitcoin as a payment or any other use cases for Bitcoin than Monero. So of course Monero is usable. I have like, at this point I have like maybe 2 coins of Monero. Something like that, just to, as I don't know, I get sentimental sometimes. I mined it and I just wanted to see if that worked. So it worked. I have like two Monero. So I'll just keep it. I don't need to exchange that. That's what, $600? I don't need to exchange that for now. If Monero goes to maybe $5,000, maybe I will exchange it in the future. Let's see. But anyway, it's an improvement because I have a different scale for different shitcoins. Yes, I do. So it's exactly bail bond. Exactly. So I was just trying to make sure that this is a bond. So that's it, guys. And on this note, bail bonds. Let's end the stream, and I really appreciate everyone here. Oh yeah. So Miguel. Oh, sorry, Jesus. Well, if you want to use it, a small portion of your portfolio as a means of payment, or you know, you don't lose so much if you buy some really cheap stuff with it sometimes, just to use it. But in any case, you can use Monero for that. Then unit of account, not unity, unit of account, or something like that. But on this note, let's hide the messages for now. I really appreciate you guys being here today. I really appreciate that we got 2 super chats. I hope I did not miss anything. Let's see. Yeah, 2 from Tiago and Bichimoku. Thank you guys, really thank you. I really appreciate that. Let me just go back to the main screen. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I hope that my analysis helped you in any way. Don't forget the lesson from today. It's really important. Never believe someone that tells you what the future will be. Never try to guess the future yourself. Look at the charts, interpret the charts and see, okay, we have now 2 options here that might happen. First thing you should do is try to understand the probabilities of each one happening over the other. And the second thing you should do is have a plan for each one of them, so that you are prepared if we go up, if we go down, if we go sideways. It doesn't matter. No one knows where Bitcoin will be tomorrow. It might be 0, it might be 1 million. Really difficult to achieve those 2. But in any case, no one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. The only thing I know is that tomorrow the price will be higher or lower than today. And for each one of those options, you should have a plan A and a plan B. That's what I do. So I hope you do the same, and I hope that I helped you today with this. Let's see. Yeah, so that's a good note. Let's that's a good note to, you know, close the show here. Sorry. Aha. Thanks. You have a good evening, man. Have a good weekend, everyone. You guys too. I hope you really enjoyed the stream today. Let me just, for the last time here, put it on the screen. If you guys want to join our Telegram group, the FU Money Podcast Telegram group, you can use the link on the screen right now and join it. You will be able to chat with me and many more people about Bitcoin and topics of that nature, markets and stuff like that. Of course, I'm not 24 hours there. I still have to sleep and record some videos and live stream too, but you will find me there for sure if you ask me a question on the group, and you will be very welcome to join us. Also, if you let's just remove this for now. And here. So just before I say the usual words, let's also on stream have the wise words of Sarge Esterhaus.
All right, let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out there.
Exactly, guys. Let's be really careful out there in the markets. Gently touch the like button if you enjoyed the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a video or go live streaming. And for sure, I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now, and see you later.